Peggy 16.
You know that old saying, never meet your heroes? Well, I did. And it was awesome! The Avengers were everything I imagined.
Hello, San Francisco!
Thor, Tony, check it out.
At once. Try to keep up. This just got a whole lot more interesting.
Let's make this quick. Secure the bridge. Those weapons can't get into the city.
You set him up. Foul, knock him down.
Thor, what's your status?
There are humans trapped, and lots of small, angry men with guns.
Was that a joke? Did Thor make a joke? Cat, take up!
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with another video on the Marvel Avengers game, formerly known as the Avengers Project. Did you prefer that title, or do you prefer the Marvel Avengers title? So, if you are new to the channel, we are following this game straight through to the release next year. We've been following this game already for last year, so we've got some new updates to talk to today, which is pretty cool. So if you could smash that like button and grab the subscribe button. We are chasing down 100,000 subscribers, so we are giving away tickets for Far From Home, which I will reveal the winner on Friday's video, which will be the non-spoiler review for Far From Home on Friday. Once the embargo lifts on Thursday, we get to watch it Thursday, which is pretty cool, courtesy of Sony Pictures. So if you want to enter tickets to win 2 tickets for Spider-Man Far From Home, all you're going to do is subscribe to the channel and let me know down below what is freaking going on with this game. How excited are you for Spider-Man Far From Home? So we're going to have to kind of go over yesterday's video and contradict it. So there's been a bit of backlash on the internet, you know, backlash on the internet, the cancer culture, the YouTube cancer culture that we are in. So yesterday's video, we went over the reasoning behind why the developers for the new Avengers game were not going to change the character design or anything like that. And now today, on the 24th of June, we've just come across an article that literally contradicts that video, saying Marvel Avengers will feature costume changes and personality shifts. It makes a lot of sense why the lead developer came out and said straight away, we are not going to change anything up, because they already are changing things up inside the game. But you've got to remember the initial E3 trailer, the A-Day trailer, the Avengers Celebration trailer, so to speak, is only pre-alpha rendered graphics. It's not even the finished version. So the story in the Marvel Avengers will incorporate a 5-year time jump. Is this Avengers Endgame? No, it's not. But it is pretty funny because they had a time jump in that as well. Following that jump, the Avengers will experience costume changes and personality shifts. Now this adds a whole new dimension to this game because it's not going to be one dimension. It appears like it's going to go full circle. It's going to be multiple dimensions, which is pretty cool, because in video games we don't really get personality shifts that much in the video game world, that is. So in a recent interview with Venture Beat, it was revealed. So the head of combat designer Vincent and director Sean Askey recently said this in an interview, and it is groundbreaking because there's been such a big backlash in the community about how the characters look, just because they don't look like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, just because Thor doesn't look like Chris Hemsworth and not supposed to be. Thor in the MCU looks nothing like he does in the comic books, and vice versa. So this is very interesting. It's revealed that following the catastrophic event known as A-Day that supposedly results in the death of Captain America and the disbanding of the Avengers, the remaining heroes go through these costume and personality shifts. Vincent said the following, picking up 5 years later where they're very different from where they began, which also gives us a very different, it's not just costume and aesthetics, but very different personalities, different gameplay space. Now that is fantastic because it tells you that yes, you might not like the characters how they look at first, but there will be a shift. So, Sean responded to this also saying, it affects some of our heroes in other ways. I can't give away details, but they're all affected by their mental state. And that's never really an aspect that has been in any superhero video games that we've had. Then it goes on to say, it's worth noting that we've already seen at least one major costume change during E3 cinematic trailer where Tony Stark sports a white suit of Iron Man armor while flying in space. However, it appears that the Avengers while on Earth don't immediately change their costume once they've been reassembled 5 years in the future. And it is fantastic because from the way this video game is being described, you can literally customize every single thing. It is being compared to Destiny Online. I don't really understand, but no one has really seen this game. Even the people that seen the game at E3 didn't get their hands on it. They got to watch someone play the video game. Elsewhere in the same interview, the developers also dug into the Avengers' human side, explaining how the disasters at the beginning of the game changed them. You know the scene in the video game where it appears that Black Widow has a fight with Taskmaster, confirmed, and it looks pretty interesting. When the disaster happens, it levels the city, and now the Avengers are leaderless as well as guilt-struck. Said Sean, we're going to journey to reassemble the Avengers and see whether they can preserve. The developers also noted that they want to show the heroes in their non-superhero forms when they're vulnerable. A lot of the story is about the human element of those heroes. How do they deal with the guilt? How do they deal with the loss? Can you put their differences aside? Can they put their differences aside? It's starting to sound a bit like EndGame in a weird way. Story conflict in Marvel Avengers. The developers went on discussing how the different heroes deal with conflict, saying Bruce Banner is one of my favorite characters because he's always in conflict with who he is. He's a scientist, very intelligent. Then all of a sudden he has this part of himself that's outraged, that can destroy anything with a flick of his hand. Is he dangerous? Is he a hero? He battles that his whole life. Then you have someone like Iron Man, who is also very smart, very dependent on technology, very much self and protecting the world using technology, but also very arrogant. He takes chances the other Avengers won't. This is conflict. So it's going to be a very deep game. It's not your generic video game. It's not your Marvel Strike Force. This game sounds like it's really in depth. And as I said, I would never criticize a video game based on the graphics because you just got to look at games like Final Fantasy 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Graphically, they're no good, but the story, their character development is so deep. So Vincent went on to say this. There's a trailer moment you might have seen with Iron Man and Bruce 5 years later, going into what's changed with them. That gets into one of my favorite things we've done with this story. Iron Man, where he's at, where he goes. It's definitely going to explore them in those more vulnerable states. This is not the only way you're going to see them. That's part of what makes this game great. Branching crazy stories. Now this is interesting because this game is going to be so deep. It's all about conflict, right? Said Sean. What happened on A-Day? Who was at fault? Widow was in charge of the bridge. Did she fail? Should we have gone back and helped Cap? These are the human things that we wrestle with as well. And what grounds this and makes this very different to any other Avengers story? It sounds pretty damn awesome. So there will be customization, there will be different things, different personalities, different costumes. 5-year time jump, insane. It also went to say this. During E3, IGN had the chance to sit down with Vincent where he detailed the game skills, gear, and cosmetic customization options. We also spoke with Sean, who revealed the Avengers design won't change following fans' criticism. We went over that yesterday, but it is kind of changing in a way. And they also basically confirmed that although you might start in one part of the world, this story would take you all over the world. And that is why it can't be open world, because it's going to go all over the world anyway. You just kind of have to unlock, and they will reveal new parts of the video game online as you go through the game. And most of the DLC is going to be free, which is absolutely insane. So there will be costume changes in a way, but I like it how they are being very, very secretive about what's coming, because they are, in theory, on a year-long press tour for this game, revealing snippets here and there in video games, and we will keep you up to date with all the latest and greatest Marvel Avengers video game news right here on this channel. Like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. And if you've got any requested videos, or if you want me to do any certain videos for Marvel Avengers or for anything else, like I said, guys, I will be adding a lot more movie reviews and other different reviews for other TV shows onto this channel, as I want to diverse. Don't worry, guys, it will still be Marvel orientated, DC and that kind of stuff, but we will be changing up content and adding some new things, because it's just got to diverse and get more interesting. So guys, let me know if you are excited for this game. I know it does not come out for just under 1 year, but it is going to be insane when we do get there. So they are customizing and changing some of how the characters act, look, feel, interact, the gameplay space. It's gonna be insane when they keep drip feeding us information rather than showing us everything at once like most people at E3 thought they were gonna do. But they are cleverly showing us stuff bit by bit. So guys, I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.